Hey everyone, and by everyone, I mean Andrew and Peyton. Hi. I feel like I haven't touched base with y'all in a while, so just wanted to come on and do some updates and reminders and everything. Let's see, hold on. Okay, so remember under the Getting Started tab, this is where the syllabus and syllabus review videos are found. So in case you want to, the syllabus is here and the video, and then the calendar of due dates is also here. And of course, you have to rotate it as per always. And I will get to the calendar in just a second. So since this is classified as an independent study, you really can kind of work through on your own without a lot of direction from me. I told Peyton I did remove some assignments that I had everybody do last semester to hopefully make it a little more manageable for all of you. So I know you might be thinking, or for both of you. So I know you might be thinking, oh, we're not really doing anything, but it's kind of a work at your own pace kind of thing. There are some deadlines, of course, on the calendar, but other than that, you can kind of work through, as you want. So module one, you had chapters 1 and chapter 2. The quiz is due this Friday. I know Peyton, I know you completed it. Andrew, I have not looked at the grade book to see if you have completed it, but just make sure that you go ahead and complete that by Friday. And then I also just opened module 2. So that's chapter 3, 4, and 5, chapters 3, 4, and 5. So again, there's the PowerPoint and then the PowerPoint with sound. It is your choice which one to look at. You don't have to do both. The information that is right here in the videos with sound is taken right from the PowerPoint, right? It's just more information. So chapter 3, chapter 4, excuse me. And then why does that look different though? Huh. I'll have to make sure y'all can access that because that doesn't look right. Okay. And then chapter 4 seems to be missing. So, but I will get that fixed for y'all. But chapters 3, 4, and 5, yeah, 3 is there. I'm not sure what happened to 4. It looks like it's blank, so I will make sure to add the chapter 4 PowerPoint, but with sound is right here. All right, so that's kind of your next task. Well, I lied. Let's go back to the calendar. Okay, so the calendar, let's see, today is the 25th. So again, quiz 1, chapters 1 and 2 is due on Friday. And then the next assignment, and this is really what I came on here to talk about, is the Principles of Effective Instruction Flip Grid Post. So that is due February 7th. February 18th, chapters 3, 4, and 5, the quiz. And then I will also talk about I'll do another video about these instructional activities. So if you notice, there's the first one, and then I'll get back to the HLP. There's the second one due before spring break on purpose for y'all. And there's a third one, and there is a fourth one. Okay, so there are 4 instructional activities. They are all pretty much exactly the same, except for the last one, you will just add a component about universal design for learning. So I will do a separate video about those instructional activities. Okay, so I will get to that as soon as probably after this video. So first thing, let's talk about the principles of effective instruction. So if you go under the content tab, okay, go right here under the content tab, you'll see principles of effective instruction assignment. So it's pretty straightforward. All you're going to do is click right here. You're going to read this article. It is from somebody named Barak Rosenshine. And I think let's see, initially it was published in like 1970 something. It was published a very long time ago. But the principles still really apply. I worked with someone at Penn State, Bob Stevens, who I think he was Rosenshine's like doctoral student. So if you ever see Rosenshine and Stevens, I worked with Stevens. But this article is really, I think it's really still relevant, even though, again, it was initially posted way back when, but it has some really great ideas. So it's called, hold on, I know I just scrolled through to the bottom. It's called Principles of Instruction, Research-Based Strategies That All Teachers Should Know. And this was in Oh gosh, I don't even know what article it was in. Blah, I can't read that. So, anyways, it was published. So, there are 10 principles that they talk about. Okay, so number one, begin a lesson with a short review of previous learning. Daily review can strengthen previous learning and can lead to fluent recall. And you may have seen these before. If you've taken any other, especially special ed classes, you may have heard about this, or you may have talked about high leverage practices, and you might be like, oh, these sound kind of similar. Well, yes, you're exactly right. They are kind of similar. Okay, number two, number three, so anything number four, the numbers and the blue, that's going to tell you those are your principles. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's what I'm talking about. I know here it says 17 principles of effective instruction. This overlaps with and has more detail than the 10 that I want you to focus on. Okay, so the 10 that they use that I just showed you all the way up to number 10 in the blue, that's what I'm talking about. So what you're going to do, you'll read that article, and then you'll just choose 2 principles to discuss in a Flipgrid post. Okay, so again, read the Rose and Shine Principles of Instruction document under the Content tab, right here, right? You will choose 2 principles to summarize in a Flipgrid post, provide your classmates, well, really, it should say classmate, with a summary of the principles you select and discuss ways in which those principles can be used in your future classrooms, regardless of if your classroom is gen ed or special ed. So you will just click right here to go to Flipgrid. I'm sure y'all have done this, especially with all the virtual learning we've done. When you get to Flipgrid, make sure you log in with your g.fmarion.edu account. Okay, so that's how it will let you log in. But again, if you just click right here, it should take you right to it. If you have to log in, again, just do the g.fmarion.edu. Okay, so that's it for that assignment. And again, that is due, let me go back to the little calendar. So that is due February 7th. All right, so make sure you're finishing up that quiz from chapters 1 and 2, and then effective instruction is due February 7th, and you can start looking at, of course, chapters 3, 4, and 5, and I will get that PowerPoint up for chapter 4, and then your quiz is due February 18th. Okay, and I'll be back again either momentarily or maybe another day to talk about the instructional activities. All right, I think that is it for now. Let me see. Let me go back to the syllabus real quick. See if there's anything else I want to discuss with y'all. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope your classes are going well. Let's see. If you need me, I have some office hours, although these are not correct anymore. So if you do want to come talk to me, just email me and let me know. So again, instructional activity presentations, you will do 4. They'll all be exactly the same, except for, like I said, the 4th one, you will just include a universal design for learning component. You don't have to submit a lesson plan or anything like that, but you will follow the template. Okay, the quizzes you'll take in Blackboard, principles of effective instruction, that's what I just talked about. And then coming up, we'll have a high leverage practices assignment as well. So similar to the principles of effective instruction, we'll also look at graphic organizers in March, and then again, your 4th instructional activity will just include a universal design for learning component. Okay, so I think that is pretty much it. Make sure you're checking announcements, especially I don't know how far along the 2 of you are in your programs, but make sure if you are coming on your student teaching soon, make sure you are checking news and announcements and everything. Okay, if you need the tutoring center or anything, it's here. And then here's kind of the tentative schedule. So we are in week 3, not about. So I want you to start looking at chapter 3, response to intervention and multi-tier system of support, or MTS squared, as I like to call it. And that is about it. Okay, there's the rest of our semester. And I hope that answered any questions you might have about effective instruction. And I will be back, in the near future with another very thrilling video. All right, hope y'all are doing well.